What in the world? Another comeback. Insane. Absolutely insane. The scenes at the Allianz Stadium or the Juventus Stadium, whatever you want to call it. Absolutely crazy. It just makes me think, what are we going to see tomorrow? What are we going to see at the Allianz Arena? What are we going to see at the Camp Nou? It's going to be absolutely crazy. It's going to be wonderful. Champions League is the best competition out there. The World Cup as well. The leagues, not as interesting. But the Champions League do brings that kind of like randomness, those wild cards, those special moments. They do bring that. And that's something that we cannot deny. So, yeah, absolutely crazy. I'm going to wait for more people to join the stream. How are you all doing? Certainly, Juventus free, Atletico Madrid nil. Leave me your thoughts right now. Right now, tell me what do you think about this game. We have Real World Gamer saying Manchester City wins 7-0 in the UEFA Champions League. Yeah, absolutely crazy. 7-0 for any type of leg tie, double leg tie is absolutely crazy. 7-0 we saw, and also they could have scored more because they had like 2 or 3, if I'm not wrong. I just did 3. I just say 2 and I did 3. Okay, 2 or 3 kind of like different decisions ruled out by VAR, so we could have seen a lot more goals from Manchester City, in all honesty. We got the B saying hello. Oh my god, hello. We got Sukumar Reddy saying, my respect for Ronaldo has increased after watching this game. Marco Lopez, what a comeback. Chania saying disgrace. The B saying good and you. I'm wonderful as well. Edwin Arceo saying how? Just how? But I'm gonna go a little bit into Sukumar's Reddy comments saying about my respect for Ronaldo has increased after watching this match. And in all honesty, here the majority people in this channel might be Barcelona fans, but let's be honest, like, I may be a Barcelona fan, but I do not hate Cristiano Ronaldo. He's genuinely a wonderful player, and we are very, very lucky that we're seeing Messi and Ronaldo in the same era. Nothing for me changes in the sense that Messi, for me, is still one level above from Ronaldo. For me, they're not at the same level. For me, Messi is up here, but that doesn't mean that Ronaldo is not wonderful. Ronaldo is the second best. And after that, oof, we got a really big gap, you know? For me, Ronaldo today did what just he does. He always turns up for the big games. And I heard a lot of people, a lot of Real Madrid fans, especially in media, like, you know, newspapers, TV shows, but then also on social media, saying that Real Madrid were obviously going bad because of Ronaldo, and then that Ronaldo was going to do bad without Real Madrid. And I just don't see that. I really don't, because is Ronaldo the guy which for me made the Real Madrid really win those 3 Champions Leagues. Ronaldo can really take you out of those situations. Tell me one of the Champions League of Real Madrid that really we can credit to somebody else. Isco, not even close. Modric, the last one, perhaps a little bit. But not after that, nothing more. You need a player to get you out of those tricky situations, and Cristiano Ronaldo does that. One chance, Juventus, boom, back in the net. Even the goal that was disallowed in the very first 4 minutes, Ronaldo had an influence in that. So that's a player that always gets you. A player that can be able to scrape through those difficult moments and get you those goals. Ronaldo, that's why he's good, because he may not be the best, I don't know, in different situations, but he always does that, you know? He always tries to fight for that last ball and do that. And that's something that you gotta plus. No matter where you're from, no matter what club you support, he's still a great player. And the fact that he has done it in the Premier League, in La Liga, and now Serie A, in the Champions League, in the biggest of stages, just makes him that. Let's see what else do you have to say. We have Pauliman saying, is it fair to say that Ronaldo is and has been the GOAT for the Champions League? I believe that, yeah, you can say that, because certainly Lionel Messi has not been up to scratch. For me, that doesn't change my view on both players. For me, Messi, like I said before, is still a very good, is the best player, not a very good player. He's the best player, and the best for a mile, and in basically all the players I've seen. But Ronaldo, yeah, you can say he has been the GOAT in the Champions League. He has, what, 5 Champions League, is a top goal scorer in the Champions League, and now after bagging a hat-trick, he's closer than ever to continue being the top goal scorer in this season's competition. So I guess you could say that. Nishu Mingwa, hopefully I didn't butcher your name, says, it was incredible. I'm a Messi fan, but that was superb. Barcelona have to win now more than ever. That's true. The pressure now mounts on Barcelona, because we cannot afford a comeback be done on us, you know? We cannot afford that. And Lyon, really, if they do, they're going to come back into this game more motivated than ever, and we can just not allow that. We cannot be the... I cannot believe this, but If we lose tomorrow against Lyon, there are no more longer Spanish teams in the competition. That's crazy. Spanish teams have been dominated in Europe, and now it may be like if Barcelona lose. No, we have to be the team carrying that flag for Spain. You know, honestly, that's what remains. Barcelona cannot afford to win this one. Monkey D. Luffy says, Juventus did not win. Atletico Madrid lost. They had no passion, no desire, and Simeone was very, very lazy. Yes, that was one thing that really, really impressed me. And I'm actually going to take your point to talk a little bit more about the actual game. We saw the game starting, and Juventus really, really pressured. And Atletico Madrid, like always, they sit back, they relax, they defend. That is something that with Simeone for, over now 4-5 years, they've done. El Cholo, that's how he plays. But the thing with that sort of mentality is that someday you're going to get caught out. Someday, because you speculate too much about the result, you're going to get caught out. And today, he got caught out. That's the thing with Atletico Madrid. You can play that way. That can give you success, being a little bit more pragmatic. But someday, you're going to get caught out. And against Ronaldo, you cannot do that. Against Juventus, you cannot do that. And this reminds me a lot of the game that we saw, like for instance, like remontada. Let it be a little bit less of a remontada, but still, it had the very same parallels. We saw a team like in Juventus, Barcelona here, just going all out, trying to get the goal, and they got one beat from a VAR. Well, it didn't count, but still, that helps you to get like that mentality going. And Atletico Madrid, then they were like, oh fuck, they're actually gonna come back. And that's why they sit back, they sit back, they sit back. And of course, Simeone might have told them, go a little bit further, try these, but the players are in a mental block. And that is something that always happens when comebacks, well, happen. After that, well, we saw the first goal from Ronaldo. What a wonderful whip left football from Federico Bernardeschi. And Federico Bernardeschi is a player which for me is very underrated. He's really, really good. And today playing the kind of like center forward position, really drifting through the left, drifting through the right, really allowed him to excel as a player. I believe that's where he played the best. Mandzukic and Ronaldo just both up front. Juventus with Maximiliano Allegri really stretching out the defense from Atletico Madrid. Spinazzola and Joao Cancelo through the flanks. Very good. Joao Cancelo, really wonderful player. Before Semedo came into Barcelona, for me, that was the guy I wanted to get. For me, it was between those two, the targets I wanted to get. And if you follow me for a very long time, you'll know that. And you will know that I said that true. And then for the left, Spinazzola, wonderful game as well. Only the 6th game he played with Juventus this season. The 6th game. 2 loans out at Atalanta. 25 years old. And he looks like a promising player. Like, he's going to be one of those players that just blossoms really late into their career. But well done for him. He did an absolutely, genuinely wonderful game. Arias could not control Spinazzola. And very, very good from the left back. Very, very good. And it was a genuinely very good tactic as well from Allegri. As much as Allegri lost the very first game, he won this one. And the same with Simeone. As much as Simeone won the last game, he lost this one. It was really a game of 2 legs. And at the end of the day, Juventus got the best out of it. It's very similar, like I said, to like remontada. A team that knows what they have to do. A perfect game almostly for Juventus. And the other one just couldn't break through that mental blockade. They just couldn't get through it. They really, really couldn't. We got we just went from like comments up here, and then like my internet like of course load them, and boom, we jumped like so much. We got Monkey D. Luffy again saying that Thomas Lemar is such a useless player, waste of money. That's one thing that really stresses me out. Like, Thomas Lemar is a genuinely great player, very, very promising. But under Simeone, he just wouldn't excel, and I don't understand why he went there. He had the possibility to go to Arsenal, and he didn't took it. It was really, really bad decision for me because Simeone just doesn't make the best of his wingers. We take a look at people like Nicolas Gaitan, people like Yannick Ferreira Carrasco, and they have not excelled under Simeone. Why? Because Simeone just asks too much of their wingers when it comes back to defending. And Thomas Lemar, well, he defends, but then in attack, he just won't give enough because he doesn't have the remained energy to go there. So that is something that we saw with Ferreira Carrasco. That is something that we saw with Gaitan. So Thomas Lemar should have learned more from that, really. And also another thing that I want to mention after you say that is that Atletico Madrid were so thin when it comes to substitutions for this game. I don't want to put blame on that, and it's no an excuse. But genuinely, I was wondering when I saw like Juventus coming back, I was saying like to myself, what is Simeone gonna do now? What is he going to do? He cannot bring anybody. Kalinic, fuck no. Vitolo just doesn't really fit the atmosphere we're playing in this game. Strong winger, like stocky. No, he cannot give you that attack that we need. So Simeone, I didn't know what he was going to do, really. And at the end of the day, he ran out of game plans. He really, really did. He did. Shazam Saman, yeah. He says, I am now a Ronaldo and Messi fan that grabbed the ball's revenge on Simeone, make him a GOAT, but not the GOAT, obviously. I mean, like, yeah, it's fine. You don't have to be fan of Messi and Ronaldo. You can be fan of the both. That's one thing that I hate about football. When people talk about football, they think that, oh, if I support Germany, I don't support England. Oh, if I support Barcelona, I cannot enjoy a game from Real Madrid. If I like Messi, I hate Ronaldo. That's completely awful. Those are attitudes of someone which is like 8 years old, you know? That like that's just know what maturity is. So if you do that, stop it. Just enjoy what you have in front of you. I'm a Barcelona fan to the heart. But I can enjoy a game where Ronaldo just backs 3 goals because he's a wonderful player. Like, I want to see that happen as well. It's football at the end of the day. Monkey D. Luffy, again, he's been the man of the match of this comment section, saying, I feel very sorry for Griezmann. He's wasting his talent on that shitty team. Yeah, I really, really do agree. Like, Griezmann, I love the player. For me, he's right now the 3rd best player in the world. Well, it will change. Definitely this season, it will change. But after winning that World Cup, he was up there. But what is he doing? Like, Atletico Madrid is fine. They are a good team. But for me, something that's holding them back is that way of playing. I can give them as much praise as I like, but they just lost such a big chance in this one. Like, this chance of playing the final at your stadium, at the Wanda Metropolitano, that comes one in a decade. That really, really does. So, Simeone, try something else. Like, go to a back 3, push Arias through the left, Juan Fran through the right, and then, I don't know, giving more chances to, I don't know, something young like Javier Mollejo. Who knows? Bring somebody in. Try to change it up. You don't have to stick to your game plan always. That is one thing that really bothers me with Simeone and with some managers. Like, you're playing everything here. Just go for it. Valverde, for me, also fits under that description. He needs to, like, sometimes, for some games, just lose what you know. Try something new. Play Malcolm. Do not play Coutinho if it's not working. Those sort of things is what managers that win do and that don't win, well, don't. For me, that's what Zidane did, for instance, for Real Madrid. Because Real Madrid, winning 3 Champions League, they were crap. I don't know if you're a Real Madrid fan or any by that manner, but Real Madrid, let's be honest, they play awful for the Champions League games. The 3 Champions Leagues they play, awful. But why did they win? Because they knew how to take chance of those mental situations. Zidane, bringing Lucas Vázquez for 1 instead of Bale, boom, it changes. Bringing Bale in the right moment, boom, it changes. Those little things, those changes can be so impactful when it comes to a game of 90 minutes. That's why in La Liga, they are crap. But when it comes to just getting those wins at that moment, those things is what makes a team win. So you gotta remember that. Barcelona needs to do that if we want to win tomorrow against Lyon. And that's what Juventus did today as well. That's what they did. Murder on Zidane's floor. What a name! What a name. Murder on Zidane's floor. You get my award for the best name I've heard so far. What was Simeone tactics today? He could have just played football and scored a goal instead of letting Juve get 50 million crosses in. That's one more thing. Atletico Madrid, what were they thinking? They were certainly trying to pack as many people as they could narrow, like in the midfield. But Juventus, in the air, they're not way better than Atletico Madrid, but they're genuinely like competing up there, you know? If it was a team like Liverpool, I get you, Simeone, I get you. But against Juventus, they got Mandzukic, they got Ronaldo, they got Bonucci, they got Emre Can, they got people like Chiellini. They got like 5 really big players. So I don't know what was he thinking. Probably he was thinking 50-50, but 50-50 sometimes, well, falls on you, and that's why they lost. Henry Idagbon says, the problem with Atletico is Simeone. Yeah, the same. Yeah, I already talked too much about Simeone. Ooh, we got Kule Luke saying, I hate Ronaldo because he makes arrogant comments. Yeah, like, I don't hate him for that. I hate absolutely everybody who's arrogant. That's one thing. If somebody's arrogant, I just hate him. Easy. It could be Ronaldo. It could be my sister, even though I don't have a sister. I don't care. If somebody's really arrogant, I hate them because it just really pains me to see. Abdita Goeri, your name. I'm just gonna say Goari. Guaray says, this man is incredible. He always does it, but Bernadeschi was for me the player of the match. He was incredible too. Yes, for me, Bernadeschi was also the man of the match, which is so stupid because Ronaldo was amazing, but Bernadeschi, he created so much trouble to allow Ronaldo to do that. Whipping in crosses, very good. Very, very good. We got Paul Young, which of course I'm going to read his comment. I do not remember a Paul Young before. Sorry if you were here before. He says, honestly, is there any way for us Barca fans to still say Messi is greater than Ronaldo? Ronaldo played for worse team and yet he scored a hat-trick in crucial game. Yeah, there is. Like, Messi, for me, talented-wise, he is amazing. The way I describe Messi and Ronaldo is the following. So, sit down, relax, grab your chair, and get ready because I'm going to talk truth. For me, Messi is the best player, like most talented player ever. Like generally he cannot play for 10, come back and play wonderfully because that's just how he is. He has like this magic around him. So for me, Messi is the best player. Like if you see Messi week in, week out, outstanding. But Ronaldo is the most successful player, if you understand what I mean. Successfully, Ronaldo has, I don't know if he has more trophies, but he has more Champions League and he goes for those crucial games. So for me, successfully, Ronaldo is the best player. But best player in generally, Messi, for me, that's him, not Ronaldo. So that's how I describe them. Most successful player, Ronaldo. Best player, Messi. If you want to say that successful means best, you do you. But for me, Messi is the best. And best, not like here, you know, Messi, Ronaldo. No, for me, Messi, Ronaldo. When it comes to like talent, footballer, how they play. But successfully, Ronaldo is here and Messi is like still very, very close. But that's how I view it. Successfully, Ronaldo, best talented, wise in the history of football ever. Just the way they touch the ball and play. Messi, by a landslide. By a landslide. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. We got Yusuf Mahmoud saying, bros, chill. He just scored one hat-trick. He was asleep the whole season. I mean, like, he was, but at the end of the day, hat-trick is hat-trick. We got, they call me Pessy. I miss penalty for leaving. Manolas. I guess we got someone trolling, but you got a Messi picture, so I don't know. Maybe you're another fan. But yeah, Manolas for me, in that game against Roma, that was also a very crazy goal. And I have nothing to blame for it. It's just something that we have to learn, and that's a game where Barcelona have to change. They have to change. Barban de Paul saying, I have a feeling Barcelona is next, and that's why we really need our mentality to be right. That's one thing. Games like Champions League, you need to play good football, but mentally is where it's at. That's why, for instance, you know him, Ricky Puig, my flatmate, he supports Manchester City now. He has become a Manchester City fan, glory hunter. May he be a glory hunter. But one thing that I tell him is that since he's genuinely relatively new at watching football, Manchester City can score 7 goals against Schalke. They can do that wonderfully. But against a team, a big team, I want to see them how they struggle because mentally, that's how it changes. Mentally is what football is all about. And if Barcelona tomorrow go and play shit football but are mentally strong, we can get a result. All I want to see is our players be mentally strong. And today, Atletico Madrid were very fragile. And Juventus were very good. So that's what makes the games. PSG, the same. PSG were very fragile mentally. At Manchester United, very calm. Very kind of like just relaxed. And they managed to get a 3-1 victory. That's how football works. In the pitch, that's 50%. But the other 50% is up here. It's up here. Real World's Game says, so many comments. Guys, what do you think about Zidane returning to Real Madrid? Also, I really feel bad for Dybala as he has lost his first man squad position when Ronaldo came. The thing with Dybala is that I'm fine. Dybala for me is a good player, but I don't believe he's like that good. You know, he's like I'm gonna use FIFA as an example. Dybala is 89 rated in FIFA, I believe. He's like 87, 86 for me. He's not like 89. 89 is like you're a world class player. And Dybala for me still is not it. Like the one thing I can remember about Dybala is that game in Turin against Barcelona where he scored 2 goals. And then I don't remember any big moment of Dybala. Angel let me read. Angel Sulsona says, the thing is Barca needs to sign Ronaldo. What? No, man, you're crazy. You are absolutely crazy. I'm fine with PUBG God. Marco Lopez and Please Kule saying predictions on Barcelona versus Lyon. My prediction is Barcelona, like I said before, winning 3-1. I believe we're going to see something like Lyon scoring first because that's the only thing Genesio, I don't know how you pronounce him, is going to do, tell his team. I think Lyon are going to pressure really high up the field, and that's when they are going to try to obviously beat Barcelona, you know, try to get that knockout punch from the get-go. And then when it comes to Barcelona, I think we are going to show that attitude. I'm really confident that Barcelona are going to show resilience tomorrow. And I believe that's what's going to make us win 3-1. That's my prediction. We got someone, I think, to Barcelona fans. We got Erfan Khan saying, I'm a FC Barcelona fans, but well done to Ronaldo and his teammates. Damn, bro, we must win tomorrow 100%. Exactly the same. I share the very same opinion. Francis Ongido says, you are wrong. Both are the best in their own way, and Barcelona will be next to exit. I mean, your opinion, yeah. But that's one thing which I also hate with people. Like, you can never be wrong. Like, you can be wrong on, like, I don't know, what's the alphabet? I mean, you can be wrong, but in opinions, you can never be wrong. So, chill, calm your tits. Calm your tits. Calm your tits. Kuleluk, will Dembele play tomorrow? I don't think so. It wasn't a penalty. I believe it was a penalty. It was very clumsy from Angelito Correa. Very, very clumsy from Angelito. Very clumsy. Like, that's just like, you could see his face. He just lost it. He was like, fuck it, boom. And Bernadeschi, I mean, as a player, you generally also have to know how to concede, like how to show a penalty, you know? Because that also changes a lot. For instance, in the game between Rayo Vallecano, Semedo, of course, took that penalty, which in my eyes, it was a penalty. But if he would just fall normally, it wouldn't have been given a penalty, even though there was contact. Semedo did like 40% of the chance for a penalty. You also have to know how to do it. You also have to know. Adrian Jack says, Jaques, how do you pronounce that last name? Because I used to have a friend and her last name was Jaques, but that's how I say it. But you could also say Jax. I don't know. So how do you pronounce your last name? You say, I wish we had De Jong this season. We need a quicker midfield in transition if we want a Champions League this season. Busquets need to step up. The very same thing, I agree. Although I'm confident with Arthur. In the Spanish media news, they are saying that this is Coutinho's last chance to sign. I'm saying the very same thing. I really believe that this is the last chance for Coutinho to, not necessarily the last chance for him to play at this level, like at Barcelona, but the chance to really appease the fans. Because if he fails once again, I believe the fans are slowly turning away from Coutinho. I believe that's going to happen. So for me, that's really important. Because if you don't have the fans on your side, then it's completely different for you. It's completely wrong. It will go so bad. Bro, someone is looking through your window. Who? My window? There's nobody in my window. I'm in the second floor. So you probably saw a ghost. Monkey D. Laffy, when Madrid and PSG got knocked out, I was very happy, but watching this Atletico Madrid performance, I will suffer a week. Kuleluk, yeah, the very same thing turn up tomorrow. Hopefully Barcelona play good tomorrow. Barban de Paul saying, I really don't want to see Rakitic, Busquets, and Vidal all together in midfield. We cannot play Vidal and Rakitic in Busquets in the same field. We cannot play them. It has to be Arthur. It has to be either Arthur, Coutinho, or Aleñá. I will incline more for Arthur and Aleñá. And then Rakitic and Busquets. That has to happen. That really has to happen. But well, what else can we talk about of this game exactly? This game, let me think. Is there any big points that I want to mention from this one? Chiellini, Bonucci, Morata, Griezmann. We talked about that. We talked about the fullbacks. We talked about the tactics. We talked about Oblak, Ronaldo. Ronaldo, I mean, has been the main talking point of this video. Has talking the same point of his video. Ronaldo always. What else? Is there anything you want me to talk about? Is there anything you want me to talk about? Leave me in the comment box down below. Abdi Nasir Yusuf says Arthur, Rakitic, Aleñá. That will for me, that will be our midfield. But Busquets, you cannot really lose him. You cannot really take him out. Gule, look, I really want to see Laporte return as president. Laporta. I was like Laporte, Aymeric Laporte from Manchester City. Revencia saying Forza Juve. And yeah, like honestly, with Juventus now in the Champions League, I believe now we have like a clear candidate because who are in the Champions League? Manchester United, are there candidates? I don't know. Tottenham, are there candidates? Probably not. Ajax and Porto, are they candidates? I don't think so. And then we got now City, which might as well be candidates. Which, okay, they got very good players, but I want to see that. I want to see how they perform against a top tier team. And then we got Juventus. Juventus, for all of them, which I have mentioned, is generally the most solid, mature team. Juventus is, you do a comparison, is up here, and then City, United, Tottenham, Ajax, Porto, all of them are below. Barcelona, if they go through, I believe they go with Juventus like in the top tier. And the very same thing with probably someone like Bayern Munich. But Bayern Munich are a little bit sloppy this season, so I don't know. I don't really know. Leave me your candidates. Who are candidates to win the Champions League? Who are your candidates to win the Champions League? What else should we got? We got Hamzan Hussein saying, can you say this for me? What? Y'all gonna see you tomorrow? Y'all gonna see tomorrow, I guess. Real World's Game saying, I can wait for Coutinho to play midfield tomorrow. Hint, nudge, nudge. I don't know what's a nudge, so tell me. AJ19, Buga Valverde will start Sergio Roberto in the midfield. Screenshot this. But like instead of who? Sergio Roberto in the midfield instead of who? Instead of Dembele? Because I could see that as well. But generally, Arthur, I believe he's gonna be there. I always think like the names before I actually read them. Ronosana saying, I think Dembele should start on right, Coutinho on left, and Messi in the middle with Suarez up front, 4-2-3-1 format. That is fine for me for some games, but against particularly this one against Lyon, I'm not really too sure. I'm really not too sure. Fanuel Landlof saying, much love from Suriname, love your videos. Much love from Peru / UK as well to you, Suriname. I've never been to Suriname, but I know you're there. I know I don't ignore you like a lot of people do. I know you're there. Gule look for Man, you can be dark horse on the UCL this season. And my camera died. Abdinasar Yusuf, hey Buga, why are all central attacking midfielders struggling like Ozil, Coutinho, James Rodriguez, Isco? That's a very good question. And I'm going to tell you this. The cam position, the true number 10 position is gone in football. Like, it's very hard to find a number 10 nowadays that is really excelling. It's very, very hard because they don't run as fast. They're too, like, elegant in the way they play, kind of like Isco, Ozil, James Rodriguez. You generally have to have a team that dedicates a team to that, you know, dedicates the entire squad to the number 10. That's a very good question. Very, very good question. So that is something why number 10s are not really struggling, because tell me a team that really plays with a number 10. Probably just Bayern. Bayern, number 10, they got James Rodriguez. But then who else? Arsenal, sometimes they play with a number 10. Juventus don't play with a number 10. You do not see number 10s now then. Like, I mean, Royce is excelling wonderfully in Dortmund because they do that as well, but there are not too many teams. There are not too many teams. Woo! We got Henry Idakbon again. Henry saying, why are you scared to play 4-2-3-1 against Lyon? They're playing 4-2-3-1 against Barca. The thing with Lyon is that they got the two midfielders. They got Ndombele and Toussaint. Who do we got there? Rakitic and Busquets. Can they run as much? Can they cover as much ground as Ndombele and Toussaint? I don't think so. And even being someone like Hassan Abrar, they are going to cover space. Is Coutinho going to track back? I don't think so. Is Dembele going to track back? Maybe yes, maybe no. Messi is going to track back? No. But Fekir, Depay, Traoré, even Moussa Dembele, they all track back. That's the problem when we play a 4-2-3-1, because we don't have players that run in behind. They don't have players that track back. We don't have that. We don't have that. Tapi was saying, what's up, Buga? I'm a Real Madrid fan. Sad to see my squad go through this spell. Props to Ronaldo and Juve. All the best to Barca tomorrow. This trophy has to come back to Spain. Talk about Jesus' return. Pesi freaking Tol. I don't really know who this Pesi Tol is. Okay, but one final thing. I'm going to answer the question. I'm going to leave it there. What's going on with... Wait, one more thing before I actually talk about Zidane. I promise you I'm going to talk about Zidane. Henry says, the simple thing is Valverde needs to make the players disciplined. If Pep were here, the coach would go, that's the thing. That's where so many people are wrong. Valverde can do so much, but the players also have to put them in themselves. Guardiola coming to Barcelona wouldn't do that because our players are old. Simple as fact. The other day I saw someone saying, oh, but David Silva presses. Yes, but he's one player in an entirety squad of Manchester City, you know? So that's one thing. How you make an entire frontline press. That's the one thing I'm telling you. Valverde can do as much, but the players also have to do them themselves. Because Messi can press, but Messi has only done that in the games. You know, against Tottenham, he pressed. Rakitic, that team worked impressively in one time against Tottenham. We cannot do it. We cannot allow it to do it every single time. Like, you see right now in Manchester City, and tell me which is the best presser of the ball. Bernardo Silva. Not David Silva, not Fernandinho, Bernardo Silva. Players like that is what we're lacking. And okay, about Zidane, I was going to say that. About Zidane, I promise you that. Zidane coming to Real Madrid, I'm going to probably do a video on it because I really want to talk about it. But very quickly, very good appointment from Real Madrid because it really helps us them. And Zidane is such an intelligent man. Such an intelligent man. He foretold that Real Madrid were going to go crap. And he saw that. Amazing from Zidane. Got away from the chaos as soon as possible. Saw all the war, the chaos happening, the walls falling down at the Santiago Bernabeu from the outside. As soon as everything is gone, he comes back in. And now he has absolutely 100% power. Zidane can now do whatever he wants. He can kick out Marcelo, kick out Modric, kick out Kroos. For all I know, even someone like Courtois. But, and then he can bring whoever he wants. Zidane is very, very intelligent. Very good on Zidane. He's a guy that you can really tell that he knows stuff. And I like him as a person as well. Like, for me, football can be, like I said before, what happens on the field, but on the outside as well. And Zidane is very, very smart. Very, very smart person. Very, very smart. So yeah, guys, that's going to be everything for right now. Hopefully you have enjoyed this match reaction. Join us tomorrow for a reaction of Barcelona versus Olympique de Lyon. In the case of Manchester City and Schalke, I'm sorry that we didn't talk too much about it, but what else are we going to talk? Like 7 goals from Manchester City. One thing. So many people here in the UK praise Phil Foden, but I see Phil Foden and he's so little compared to Riqui Puig. Like Riqui Puig, the way he controls that midfield, being just 19 years old, my age, grabbing the ball, distributing it so fast, so quickly, the movement, the talent. Phil Foden has nothing on Riqui Puig. Absolutely nothing. So yeah, guys, see you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.